So yeah, I thought I'd do one last live from the shop. Empty apart from rubbish and things I don't want. And this is Lex's angry face right now. Hey Tom, how are you? Oi oi Savaloy, how's it going? So yeah, I thought I'd just do one last live. Hey DBG, how's it going, Leanne? Yeah, so this is one last live one from the shop. I've said that like 3 times now. And hey Kelly, yeah, I've come in today to find that some of the stuff that I've packed has been stolen. So, like I said in the title, I'm not sad about leaving right now because I'm a little bit pissed off right now, you know, as you do. So I've had a pair of shoes and a fur stole that has been nicked from, and it was in a box packed. So multicolored snot, nice. Don't know who's nicked it. No one's taken responsibility of, as the people here who were here at the time. They've just been going, oh, I don't. Well, I wasn't in on Wednesday, and I wasn't in on Tuesday, and haven't you been here? And I'm like, no, I also have a job. You know, I know, right? Like, I've been here a year and nothing has been stolen, like, the whole time. And then just as it's time for me to leave, it's as if the vultures are circling again, just like when Pete died. And they've gone and nicked some of my stuff. To be honest, I wouldn't put it past some of the people in here to do it, but there we are. Yeah, so no, I'm not sad about leaving, to be honest. It does leave with a bad taste completely. It's just annoyed me so much. Especially because I haven't nicked any of these things. I haven't accidentally sold any of their things. So yeah, it's just kind of upset me today a little bit. Not going to let it get me down. To be honest, I could go out and get drunk, but I'm not going to. Costco just got a message that use most data. I'm using the Wi-Fi in here. So hooray, at least there's that. Yeah, so someone asked me yesterday if I wanted to do, well indeed, yay. If I wanted to do a Q&A session at some point. So we could do a mini one here if anybody's got any questions, because I can't think of anything to say other than, grr, I'm really angry. Yeah. So I've ordered 5 more boxes for my garage to put things in. I've got, from here to take home, I've got all my rails, which have been dismantled, 1 box of various stuff, 1 bag of various stuff, and a K-Met vintage trolley and a mannequin to come home, my vintage 1960s mannequin. So she's coming home with me, even though someone did try and steal it. Order them from, I need some, what do you need? Some rails? They're just from Ikea, they're like the cheap £8 ones from Ikea. Without the sound of Marion in the background. Yes. Marion's moving out as well, apparently. The big boxes. Oh, they're just off eBay. I'll forward you a link later if you like. It was like 30 quid for 6 of them delivered, or £33 or something. Get 5 of them delivered. And they're all right. They're not like the strongest things, but they're okay. I know it absolutely does mean that I'm doing the right thing. I mean, I knew that anyway, and then Pete dying kind of made that absolutely sure, and then this means that I'm absolutely right. Hey T. Susan Davies, how are you? Yeah, no worries. I'll send you the link later to them. They're just they're probably no better than ones you can get in like Home Bargains and stuff, but they're okay. I came in today to move the last bit of my stuff, or at least pack it all up. And I found that some of my things have been stolen. So they've stolen a pair of shoes. They may be just fake Louboutin ones, but still, And a fur stole has been stolen. It used to live on Celeste, one of the other mannequins. Oh no, it's £33 including delivery. Oh no, wait, because you're Republic of Ireland, so it might be a bit better. If you could be an animal, what would you be? Well, Well, I'd be a lion because I'm a Leo, and I love lions. They're like, I mean, like I love kittens and I love cats. So what could be better than like a bloody big cat? And you go, "Arr." We don't know who stole it, but no one that's been looking after the shop has taken any responsibility for it at all. So yeah, I'd be a lion. What would you be, Lainey? You'd be a phoenix. I know that. Yes. Ads the other day said I acted like a 27-year-old, and I wasn't sure if that was a good thing or not, but he said that it was with no reading between the lines or anything. It wasn't meant with any intention other than he said that I was like a 27-year-old. But I will take that as a compliment because obviously 27 was 12 years ago. So, yeah, I knew. Here's me what a first stole. Yeah, a first stole. It was 3 stoats stuck together, so we had like 10 legs, which was very strange. I don't feel like I'm 39 either, Ads. I think me and you have our like ages swapped around because you act a hell of a lot older than I do, and I act a hell of a lot younger than I do. Although saying that, I can be sensible sometimes, you know. Sometimes it's very rare, you know. It is quite strange seeing the shop all empty like this, isn't it? Oh, well, you definitely don't look 51, Ads. I mean, you barely look in your 20s, and I mean that as a compliment, you know. You're but you've got a hell of a lot more experience than most people your age, so that is good. You're a good boy, Ads. And one day you'll be #1 in the iTunes chart. Because we're all going to buy your single, we're all going to buy your album. Get it now on iTunes. Make Ads #1 for Christmas. That would be cool. I started young as well, Ads, but like I started trading, I suppose, when I was about 14. But I just never got any better at it. Look 80, feel 19. Ah, you certainly don't look 80, Lainey. Sailing on to 40. Yeah, I turn 40 next summer, and we're going to go to New York, which should be fun. Got to start saving for that, really, because I plan on blowing a hell of a lot of money while I'm there, because why not? And I also want a Wicker Man themed birthday party as well. Well, I was going to be moving stuff out of the shop today, but unfortunately Bianca, who is going to help me, has got like family errands and stuff to do, which is fair enough. I was, if you watch this, like I was a little bit annoyed at first, but only because obviously other things had annoyed me, and then it just kind of caught me at the wrong time, you know. But it's okay, it's all over there ready to go. And then I asked Tom if he could help me as well, but Tom's hungover. So he doesn't feel fit to drive, which is fair enough. Kill it. I was saying to someone the other day, well, it was Roy actually, because Roy turns 30 soon. When I was turning 30, that was like a massive thing for me, because I was so scared of not being in my 20s anymore, because, you know, not being a responsible adult and stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I'm turning 30, I don't have a career, I don't have a husband, I don't have a mortgage, and all of those things that normal 30-year-olds have. And now I'm going to turn 40 and I still don't have any of those things, and I genuinely don't give a shit about it. Hooray. Although saying that, I probably do have a bit more of a career and a bit more idea of, do I want a mortgage and do I want a husband and stuff? And the answer is probably no. Used to be, Ads, you're still a babe, bless you. You're a cutie patootie, you know. And I think Steve is like your biggest fan as well, which is super cute. He was saying about how I have a shrine to him, and Ads, trust me, Steve has definitely got a shrine to you in his house that he worships to every single day. True story. He showed me it. I really, really want a gin right now, but I'm not gonna be very good. No, I am. Yes. This is like the first weekend in ages that I don't have any like plans as well, so it feels really strange. So your mum in a blog, does she live with you? Yes, she does, yeah. Um, I say it's my house. It's my house that I rented for like 11 years. And then due to various things that went on, various housemates not affording rent and stuff, and my mum getting screwed out of a £250,000 inheritance, when I became a student, it kind of made sense that she would move in and help me pay the bills and stuff. And now she's just staying. Now I'm no longer a student, and I could probably afford the rent and have like housemates and stuff. She's staying, but me and my mum get on absolutely fine. We never used to, but we do now. Now she's learned to love me. But yeah, me and my mum get on cool, so that's all good. I can't see me moving out of there anytime very soon, to be honest. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, my mum's pretty awesome as well. Like, she's kind of a groovy chick, you know, grew up in the 60s and 70s and lived in South Africa and smoked dacha and smuggled me back drugs from Amsterdam and, you know, things that groovy parents do, not normal parents. So she's kind of cool in that way. Yeah, we get on fine, and she looks after the garden, which is quite nice, and makes jams and chutneys. So if you ever want any jams and chutneys, just ask my mum, because she's rather amazing at it. Yes. Come on, Q&A people. Should I make up some Q&A questions? Well, Mel, what questions did you have? And then I can pretend to be you, and I will answer those questions. Or is that too weird? They might be a bit too Mel specific, perhaps. Yes. No way. No, my mum is a legend. Yeah. That kind of sucks. I hope you were doing something terribly naughty to be able to justify that. See, now that's the difference. Like, my mum would definitely not have done that. My father is alive. I just don't talk to him and haven't done for about 18 years. Oh, they say Generation Terrorist, which is a Manic Street Preachers album. Do I still have the Caravan Dream? I do. It's something that it's more of a pipe dream, really. I think it'll happen at some point, but none of us are in any rush to do it. If money were if money were no object, what would I do right now? Well, right now, I would answer Mel's question, and I would go to Paris, because that is definitely like what I would do. I would do that every weekend if I could. And if money was genuinely no object, I'd take all of you guys with me as well. Let's go to Paris. Way. I know an awesome strip club out there. That would be good fun. Fave Mannix. Ooh, that's a different one. Probably Faster, or Love Sweet Exile, or Stay Beautiful. God, ads. Everything you say, just like, I take with a little bit of like, should I be offended at that? Like, why don't you just live there then? That's how I heard you say it. It's like, well, why don't you just live there, Lex? Well, I am learning French, and also if I move to France, if I move to Paris, I would have to have some kind of job to be able to take me there. I know I could do the reselling and stuff, but, you know, it's a hell of a lot, as, you know, Caroline from Celtic Traders would know, it's a hell of a lot different trading over there, isn't it? Question, when I visit you, where will we go? Not Bridgend, probably Cowbridge. Cowbridge is really nice. I think you'd like Cowbridge a lot. And obviously Cardiff is pretty awesome as well. So we'll go there, and there's not great charity shops in Cardiff. I mean, there are in the student bit, which is down Albany Road, but they sell all vintage stuff, and they know it's vintage, and so they charge a good vintage price for them. They charge a good student price for them, which is an inflated price. I mean, you can come to Bridgend if you want, but nobody really wants. How do you know so much about vintage jewellery? Honestly, just from buying it, making mistakes, selling it. I've got one book on it, which isn't exactly the greatest book. Watching other YouTubers, so watching Margaret, you know, Texas Gal Treasure, she's really good. and just picking stuff up from there, really. And also, I think you just kind of get a feel for quality and age, don't you? I mean, if you love the place, what's holding you back from living there? I think as well, you go somewhere on holiday, and it's that holiday feeling that you want, isn't it? So when I went to Paris, it just felt like proper escapism. And obviously, if you move there, you still got to get up and do a job and stuff. And so it's not so much you wouldn't get that feeling anymore. So I wouldn't have that I'm a Parisian loving life kind of feeling. It would be I'm a foreigner living in Paris, not being able to speak the language, which would obviously be quite difficult, especially if I had to work and stuff. La Tristesse de Rire, that is a beautiful tune. Only look at pictures in the books. That's a good start, though. If you could invite 5 famous people to dinner, who would you invite? Hello.
Right.
I'm doing a video for me YouTubers.
All right.
This is Alan from over the road. He does good jewellery stuff as well, so he's your expert. Say hi.
Hello, how are you?
There we go. So he's in the antique shop across the road where they sell proper antiques, in it, rather than the crap that was in here. Right, hang on. I know there's a lot of questions. Okay, 5 famous people to dinner. Oh. Can they be dead ones too? So can I invite like Kurt Cobain and Richie James and Jim Morrison? In fact, anyone that was 27 when they died, I'll invite all of them because they're the coolest. Favorite type brand decade for costume jewelry, probably Art Deco is my favorite, or I do like 1950s, 60s, atomic kind of stuff. Why don't you drive? I'm sure you said you can drive. I don't drive. I can drive, but I never put in for my test, and I've got a terribly short attention span, and I'm so used to being a passenger that when I'm driving, I'm like, ooh, look at that pretty thing. Hey, Gary.
What's that?
He's just there.
Right, what do you want to go now?
All of that stuff there, and the mannequin downstairs.
Oh.
So, Liberty Bell, the mannequin,
Yeah.
My 60s one, and then the box, the bag, the trolley, and the rails. I've got to take them home. Sorry, I missed that then. Yeah, so I can't drive because I just don't want to. Could you edit video and add Margaret's YouTube please so I can watch and learn? My nan has hundreds of vintage jewellery. Literally, Sean, just look up Texas Gal Treasures. You could do it right now. I don't mind if you buzz off and do it. It's fine. Texas Gal Treasures. She's awesome. And she's got a Facebook page as well, but I don't know if it's the same thing. I would learn the language. I am learning the language at the moment, and obviously being immersed in it, you would learn it even quicker. Hello, person. Oh, okay. So you're saying hello to her. Richie is missing, not dead. I believed that for the longest time, but now I genuinely do just think that he is dead. So there's a strange man. I'm hoping Gary is going to give me a lift home with my stuff. He's just doing a deal. Sorry, did I miss a question then? What do you hate, dads? Hey Kirsten, how are you? And I agree, Richie's not dead. I'm a proper... I'm a Cult of Richie Manic Street Preachers fan. Do I believe in ghosts? I don't think so. I believe in energies, and that energy can be transferred to things. So, for example, I believe in things like sick building syndrome. So, like when an energy gets drained from something, it can feel bad. But I don't think there are like spirits wandering around and things because that's something that we can kind of understand, and I think that death and the transference of your energy is something a lot more complicated than being a sort of spirit that wanders around. When I was saying this the other day, that And I'm pretty sure this is true. I mean, there's a film called 21 Grams that every human, when they die, they lose 21 grams of weight, which you could consider as your soul leaving your body, and that's how much your soul weighs, is 21 grams. Spirits in themselves, but just a way of things going back to the universe. Do I like photography and art? I did art GCSE, and my art teacher hated me and so tried to fail me. I ended up with a D, but I still had the best coursework in class. I'm not bitter about it, like 20 odd years later, but you know, I am kind of bitter about that. I have favourite artists and things. Not so much photography, which is strange because as a filmmaker, like the two kind of... Sorry, I still got a cold. Like the two kind of go hand in hand. But no, definitely more filmmaking rather than art and photography. I think I like the artistry and the cinematography in filmmaking. That's what I think is beautiful. And so I have favourite directors and favourite styles and things, and favourite eras and favourite types of films, but not so much art, I suppose. Yeah, because I never really studied it because my art teacher hated me, and so I gave it up and I did graphic design instead. No, I've never had a dog. I never wanted a dog. A dog killed my cat when I was 10 years old. And that was absolutely just the worst thing ever. So I don't particularly trust dogs. And also, personality-wise, I much more suit cats. You know, the argument is that dogs will always be faithful to you, and a cat will just go, no, don't want to live with you anymore. I'm going now. Got my keys, I'm off. But that's kind of what I like about cats and what I dislike about dogs. You know, dogs will remain loyal if you hit them and stuff, and that's a real shame, and I'm not that kind of personality. Someone described me as someone that doesn't suffer fools, and that's kind of true. Like cats, I don't think cats suffer fools. So I would be one, as this kind of shows, to go, well, F you guys, I'm off then. You treat me that way, I'm going. Yeah. So, although, I mean, like, I think dogs can be cute. I like Cocker Spaniels and stuff. I think their ears are quite cute. And I love a rubber tummy on a puppy. I met some tiny little week-old puppies the other day that one of the students, like, her mum had them in the car because they were feeding them. And they hadn't opened their eyes yet, and their ears were still down. And they were like Doberman Husky cross, which is very strange. But they were terribly cute. Hey, Peter. I'll watch your video in a bit as well, your further adventures of Peter Ray.
Do you want me to take this?
No, it's not that one. It's the one downstairs.
What do you want me to move to?
Right. It's those things there and the mannequin that's downstairs.
I mean, this pile of racking, you know.
Yes, but I mean, I'll help you, obviously.
No, that's all right, don't worry.
Are you, like, will it all fit in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we, are we...
Speak to me nicely.
Oh, no, I'm so pissed off today, honestly.
No, not yourself. You know,
Yeah, no, it's just that, you
There was
know,
one
all of
bloke
my stuff had
looking at the
been...
Union Jack.
Yeah.
There was a bloke looking at the Union Jack, and I said, no, it's not for sale. And he's
Well,
a
it was
friend
all
of mine,
packed, wasn't
And
it?
I gave him one of mine. It
Yeah.
wasn't a flag, it was just a cloth of a flag. And that's the only thing I saw was yesterday.
Yeah.
And he said, oh, is this for sale? And I said, no, that's the girl's that was moving out. So I got him one of mine.
Yeah.
I am being
No, it's just that, like, even, you know, like, I got a bag of rags there, right? Even that had been split open. There's fucking one for sale down there. It's like, that's for the rags, that's shit. So someone has opened it up and gone through
I
it.
wouldn't do that.
I know, right?
Like
And
I did keep saying to Brian, have you gone? And I thought, well, you haven't gone because there's some tidy stuff in there.
And also because I said, you know, yeah, exactly. Well, I've cleaned all the drawers now.
Well, you obviously haven't, you've left it there.
But Brian even said, like, oh, take your time moving out. I was like, oh, I'll probably do it next weekend.
Just go in, you know, that's the thing.
Oh, no, it's selective here, and that's what it is.
Right, so all that.
Anyway, sorry, guys, I probably better go.
Don't worry, it's all right. All of that.
Yeah, all of
and
that.
the mannequin downstairs.
Yeah.
These three
These-
items here and limbs.
Those aren't
stay.
even mine.
Right. I'll
That
try
one
to
is
get
mine, but
What
you...
about all that over there?
Right. Rubbish or sell? Mainly, the bags are mainly rubbish. There's 2 bags.
Right, you don't want any of that.
I don't want any of that. No.
Can I have that rack?
Yes, you can. You can have whatever you want there.
Do you want me to dump all that? What I
Yeah,
don't
the rest
want?
of it is. I mean, there's 2 bags of coat hangers. I don't know if you ever need coat
Right,
hangers.
all of that I'll get rid of.
Okay.
These are staying. That's going in my car and the mannequin downstairs.
Yeah.
Josh.
And the you know the trolley, the box, and the bag there as well.
You're going to readjust
So Gary's just offered to help me take all of my shit home, so I'll probably better go and help him and stuff. I was just everyone saying hello to Peter. Hi Peter. See, Peter's a legend as well. Playing Resident Evil last night. Yay. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do this now. So everyone just don't say goodbye to the shop. There we go. It's gone. It's pretty much empty. So yay. Anyways, I'll speak to you guys again soon. Okay, yeah, I will do. You have a good day, guys. See you later.